to this very, very special day where we celebrate our youngest business book author at Fig Factor Media. To all of you connecting from all over the world, young and mature and anywhere in between, we're here together to celebrate the accomplishment of Alex Jimenez, our youngest business book author. Before we get started, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jacqueline Camacho Ruiz, and I'm the CEO of Fig Factor Media Publishing. We are an international publishing company with a heart. You see, I fell in love when I was 4 years old with all the amazing books and the literature that changed my life. Things of wisdoms and nuggets of wisdom that helped me become the person that I am today. Without the books that I read, from the encyclopedia to Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, Zig Ziglar, Og Mandino, among others, I would not be the businesswoman that I am today. And that passion has led me to not only publish 22 of my own books, but also helped almost 100 people become authors in the last few years alone. I have had the beautiful blessing and the opportunity to travel to 4 continents, over 20 countries, to speak and share, launch my books, and share the inspiration that is in my heart. And to be here today, representing not only Fig Factor Media, but being a mentor and elevating a young individual that has done so much in his short age, is nothing short of amazing. So today we have an amazing event for you. We have a celebration of the dreams and the aspirations of Alex Jimenez. And not only that, but today is also his birthday. You'll find out more about that later on in the program. And without that, I want to, first of all, thank all of you that are here. Wherever you are in the world, you have a dream and you believe that there's something magical inside of you too. And if you happen to be in love with books and knowledge and business, this is the event for you. So I hope that you take the opportunity to take this event and share with your family, with your friends, with all the groups on Facebook, host watch parties while we continue to celebrate and continue to inspire you on this beautiful Sunday, October 4th. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about how I had an opportunity to meet this amazing author, Alex, and that was through his dad, Mike Jimenez. He was a president of a Rotary Club here in Oak Brook, Illinois, and I became a member. This particular club focuses on helping international projects, and for me, as I built a center for the youth in my hometown in Mexico, it became very evident that the philanthropic desires that I have, as well as the connection with other incredible leaders, led me to this amazing Rotary Club. As we know, it has been an entity that has helped so many individuals around the world. And Mike, with his poise and leadership, was leading this organization, and that's how we came to get to know each other over the several next few weeks and months. We started finding out more about the journey of not only Mike, but really his son, Alex, that we're celebrating today. And I became much more impressed time and time again with this incredible 13-year-old that not only created a nonprofit organization, but he had such a heart of giving, of service, that he has been involved with a lot of philanthropic efforts in our community, donating toys to different hospitals to kids with cancer. But he's also, has had quite a lot of opportunities as a young entrepreneur, creating his success at a very young age. So today, I could not be more excited, as this becomes reminiscent of something that I've loved since I was a little girl, books and literature. And I'm very, very excited to be here today, celebrating the launch of The Big Idea, this book that is going to captivate teenagers, young kids, and adults alike. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the big stage, Alex Jimenez.
Hi, Jackie. Thank you for introducing me. So excited to be here.
Thank you, Alex. I am just blown away because you're 13 years old, right? And this is quite amazing that At 13 years of age, you've accomplished what most people would not do in an entire lifetime. I mean, 13 years old, and many of us are, we're still trying to figure out who we were. And for you to be so poised and have such a business acumen at this age and have invested so much of your time dedicated to the success of your nonprofit and the success of, giving back to the community is just impressive. So tell us about what this date means to you besides being your birthday. Tell us what is in your heart right now. What do you want to share?
Besides being my birthday, no, yeah. So it's such an amazing experience, not only to write a book, but to go through her whole journey. Even though I'm still young, just 14 now, but it just being an author and able to express myself not only to the U.S. but to the whole world, and just being able to help kids, teenagers, anybody who's not an entrepreneur, who's willing to be an entrepreneur. It's just an amazing experience, and I think that not only kids but adults and even old people and much more need to understand that there's more options. There's not only okay, I need to work, I need to do this, and they have a bunch of options. One, they could do a book. One, they could do their own business, whatever it may be. They have a lot of options, which I kind of talk about a lot in the book. And overall, it's just an amazing experience knowing that I could help a whole entire generation and generations to come.
I love that. And you know what? Many of us, we've heard that the phrase that there are men that are born to change one person's life. There are some men that are born, or women that are born to change, one family. There are those that are born to change a community, and those that are born to change the world. I think that what you're demonstrating today, turning 14 today, because that we're celebrating that too, is that no matter how old you are, you can achieve all of your dreams. Your book is packed with 64,000 plus words of things that you've learned, things that you've applied in your own business. Tell us about that journey to entrepreneurship. Tell us about the moment where you decided that entrepreneurship was for you and business was for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it all started around the age of 7 years old, and all thanks to my dad, who I think will be maybe showing up later in the interview. But as a young kid, I would do door-to-door selling. I would do car washes. I'd sell chocolate bars. Heck, I even sold raffle tickets for Smiles Against Cancer. I thank you for introducing it. Also, my nonprofit organization. But yeah, I think I always had it in me. Maybe not, as exactly when I was born, but it's slowly but surely developing over the years. And even now, I think I'm gonna be doing so much more stuff with Smiles Against Cancer, the book, maybe a few other books in the future. Who knows? And yeah, it just yeah, I think it started essentially when I was young, but it's really starting to come out, and I'm really starting to polish it now, especially with my mentors, not only you, Jackie, but my dad, David Hoffman, who's shortly going to come up. And yeah, just overall, it's just an amazing experience to be an entrepreneur, and I'm still growing myself, and I'm ready to achieve a lot more.
I love that. And you know what? A lot of young kids watching, a lot of teenagers, a lot of young adults watching today, they're thinking, well, he had exposure to entrepreneurship, but I also have a desire to perhaps, start something, create, some magic of my own. Can you tell us about that journey of the Smiles Against Cancer? Because I know that started a little small, and then you kind of like build that to show the example of how someone with a desire to make a difference and to create something new could actually begin that process with something small like you did. Tell us like that amazing journey, because I think so many people will be inspired by that beautiful story.
Yeah, there's been a lot of ups and downs throughout the few short years that we've been here, but a lot more. But essentially, what happened was, I think it started around 10 years old. And I used to sell toys, funny enough, to kids around my school. Literally, I would even get in trouble sometimes, gotta be honest. But yeah, I would just start selling toys to kids around my neighborhood and my school, and essentially whoever I could find. And one day I just told my dad I want to create an actual organization. I want to start making an actual difference, whether I make money or not. Right. And at the time, I just stocked up in a lot more toys, maybe a couple of 20, 30. Well, at the time, that was a lot. And, we just started brainstorming on the way home from when he picked me up in the car. And we're thinking, okay, what can we do? Can we do this? Can we do that? And so finally, along the journey, we finally came up. What if we give back? And I think we're going to answer a few other questions throughout the interview also. But one of the greatest things I've learned is to get, you need to give. And I know it sounds a little cheesy per se, but I think it's such a core value to understand and know. If it weren't for me giving, toys to Smiles Against Cancer, essentially, I wouldn't be here because I wouldn't met my dad wouldn't have met you guys in Rotary, and I don't know exactly how he met you, but it's just been a whole journey. But back to the question, Smiles Against Cancer started because I just wanted to make a difference, and I wanted to learn about business. Right? You could only do so much at a young age, even now, and it was just crazy to think, okay, I can make a difference. Yeah, we just started reaching out to other hospitals, doing this, doing that by networking. And finally, we got somebody in a good hospital, Palmer Children's Hospital in Chicago. We partnered up with them and we just started, making more connections. We doing this, doing that. We started planning it until finally we were able to give the toys on April 30th. And from then we just went on. There's a story. We just kept on going. Sadly, last year, or this year, more better yet explained, it's a little harder to give, especially now with the coronavirus, and unfortunately, a lot of people have, and everything pretty much in the world has stopped. It's a bit harder now, but again, we're just looking forward for the future and what else we could do. That's pretty much the journey from Smiles Against Cancer.
I love that. I absolutely love that because things that are worth in life come from the heart and they happen organically. And that's just a beautiful example of that. We're going to meet your dad later today. But before we do that, I want to bring in someone that has inspired you. I want to bring in somebody that, when you talk about giving back and creating a legacy, somebody that has built a successful company, took one company public, and now, had been helping a lot of companies in mergers and acquisitions over the years. Somebody that you look up to as a mentor. And, we couldn't, be more excited to have him with us today to share a few words about what it's been for him to witness this amazing journey. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage, David Hoffman. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I am proudly wearing this T-shirt that I got from a young fella by the name of Alex, and this is his gift. He came and talked to the Rotary Club at noon over here in Oak Brook about 8 or 9 months ago, and every one of us were totally blown away and enthused, and we were inspired by this young fella that's trying so hard to do a good thing, and so. They were all, first of all, those that weren't there missed a good thing. And those that were there all said in unison that this was an amazing young man. So we are proud of him. And then as gratitude, he gave me the shirt. So I had to wear it today. The next thing is happy birthday, Alex. And the next thing is, we met when he was just about this time a year ago when he was turning 13. So it's been a year. He's done an amazing thing in a year's time. So Smiles Against Cancer, Rotary's going to keep helping him. And it's a very worthwhile cause. And I am so impressed with your early start in getting a balanced life. I saw a movie the other day and the theme was, it was an advertising firm and the principal said, the thing about advertising is you have to stress that there's love and there's time and there's death. And I thought, boy, that's very limiting. So I've added to it. When he meant love, we should love and be loved. It's important to our growth and our happiness in life. But I thought, too, that he missed a very important part, which is called giving back or paying forward, and then having fun and being grateful. And I think when you look at that sort of makes for a balanced life. We have to strive to achieve in this world, but we also have to have time to relax, have fun, have friends, do things that are constructive off the job and on the job. So I look at what I've done, and I think to myself, boy, if I'd have gotten started as soon as he did, I might have changed part of the world. Who knows? He's on the right track. His father is inspiring me. His father's been very active in Rotary, the Boy Scouts. He's got his own business, and so I see where, as the old saying goes, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. In the meantime, I want to say that I realize that Alex has grasped this idea that the harder I work, the luckier I get. A lot of people want success by just reading a book and going to a few inspirational talks. And yes, that's important. Get your mind going that way. But without the effort, without the work, it just doesn't happen. It remains a dream. And furthermore, I was told early on, a dream isn't a dream. It doesn't take action, doesn't even get close to action until you write it down and put a timetable to it. So apparently, Alex has been doing all these good things that you read about in these books. That's just Napoleon Hill and Nightingale and you name them. I found that his father has read and informed his son of all the good paths that you should take in order to be success. And I often hear, money is the root of all evil. It is if that's all you have in life, but it's only a means to an end. So it's important to make an effort to accomplish a secure life, and you can help a lot of people all the way. So I am so happy to know Mr. Young Alex, this old guy at 14 now, he's getting up there. Anyway, stay happy, stay informed, have a good sports life, and read. My father used to say, David, try to learn something new every day. And I live by that, and it's been very useful. So I'm very, very happy to celebrate with you, and thank you for the invitation. I am inspired by Alex.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you for those beautiful words. I am sure that they will be in our hearts, and especially, as we celebrate this incredible accomplishment by this young, amazing author, the youngest author for a business book by Fig Factor Media, and we're very proud of it. So thank you so much, David, for all the legacy that you've created in business and with all your philanthropic efforts. Thank you. And now I want to bring Alex back because we're going to dig a little bit deeper. We have a few other questions for you to learn from this incredible young entrepreneur. We're going to be talking about other things. So Alex, are you ready for more questions? Because everyone wants to know what motivates this amazing young entrepreneur that is achieving incredible things at such a young age. And the first question that I have for you specifically is why or what inspired you to be an entrepreneur? I know you said when you were about 6 years old, but is there like a particular moment, a micro moment in your life that you said, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was just one moment, but there was a lot of stuff that contributed to that. And I think the most important factor on it was my dad, my father. And, especially when I was younger, as I was mentioning, 6, 7 years old, I was just in love with the concept of business because I would see him every day working in his own company and just doing this, doing that, and seeing what he could do. And I just kind of just fell in love with it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. You're doing this, you're doing that. And I just kind of fell in love with it. And part of that, just helping others. But yeah, just the short answer, my dad, he pretty much was the one who inspired me to start my own organization, my mentor, everything.
I love that. And piggybacking off of that, who are your biggest role models? Who are your biggest role models? I know we've heard a theme of your dad being a role model. Besides your dad, do you have any other role models that really catapulted you to create your business?
Yeah, well, we were earlier with him, David Hoffman. But he was a big contributor to being my mentor. But besides them and you, obviously, Jackie, I think a lot of people like big people that, of course, I haven't met yet, but I'm hopefully willing to meet people like Elon Musk, which have such big ambitions to do in the future and even take us to space. And Bill Gates, who started pretty much a multi-billion, I think now even $1 trillion company off of pretty much nothing. Again, started off garage. Who else? Jeff Bezos, who made Amazon and has made it such a big part in everybody's lives. I think everybody has used it at one point or another. And just, my family has helped me a lot throughout the years. My uncle, my aunt, my sisters, my mother, of course, and just a bunch of people. But mainly, those are my biggest mentors that I follow, and generally anybody who I could take something off of. I want to learn something new every day, and yeah, I just think that anybody who I could learn off and master their skill. I think that's anybody who does that is someone I admire and my role model.
I love that. Yeah, you know what? The idea of you capturing lessons from other people and bring it to your life and apply them, that's something that a lot of people don't learn until they're much older. What do you think has been one of the greatest lessons that you've learned in your business and in your life at at your age?
Yeah, well, I want to take it off business for just this question. And the greatest lesson I've ever learned in my life is time is the most valuable asset you could have ever. Right? Without time, you can't be born. Without time, this earth wouldn't have been existed. Without time, nothing would have happened that we live so far. Time is the most valuable thing we have and possess. If your time can run out, and again, I want to restrain my answer. Time, as far as you only have so much time on this earth, and you only have so much you can do. And maybe 90, I think, especially in my generation, you could live a lot longer. But 90, 100, maybe even 110 years, who knows? You can only do so much, even those dozens of years, and it's just something that I think everybody misses. And if it weren't for time, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here, and yeah. But time is the most valuable thing. Whoever's watching, please use it the max and just have fun with it.
Yeah, I think you have been able to capitalize on that and be productive with your time, so efficient with that. What would you say has been one of your biggest challenges in both business and life?
Yeah, I think my greatest challenge was just be willing to do a lot of stuff, and by that, simple way to explain it, taking action. Right, taking action is something that everybody needs to do, and I think taking action and time are the most like E equals MC squared in as far as business goes. But yeah, the greatest challenge I've had in my life is just taking action to do this, do that. Because especially when you're a kid, although yes, you have a lot of time to do whatever you want, you still kind of want to do like Xbox, you do this or do that and whatnot. But yeah, taking action to do to do certain things, like for example, today or this year, we're trying to expand Smiles Against Cancer even further, going to Indianapolis or Wisconsin or nationwide in a couple years. But all that started, we need to take action on figuring out what to do, right? If I didn't take action on writing this book, we wouldn't be here. None of it, right? If I didn't have action on helping kids with cancer, Smiles Against Cancer would have been right. Taking action is something everybody should mainly put as one of their top lessons in their life. And it just, yeah, my greatest challenge, taking action. I got to be willing to do stuff, or I don't like it and I don't want to do it. Taking action.
I love it. What would you say to other kids your age that are thinking about starting a business?
Yeah, I think the most simple answer, go for it, right? If you don't like it throughout the years, don't get discouraged. Just keep on doing it. If you truly figure out you don't like it, you don't want to do it, drop it. You could do a bunch of other stuff, and I want to make it clear it's not that I have a hatred for teachers or company workers or just a 9 to 5 job. I don't. It's just that I personally have an opinion, but yeah, for kids, just go for it. If you don't like it throughout the years or throughout the weeks or throughout the days, drop it, but just go for it. Give it a chance and just try to do as much as possible in that short time. Not drop it. But essentially that's what I have for kids.
I love that. And you know what? When I was reading that I've read several times, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, he interviewed the top successful companies and individuals in the world. He took about 20 years to make this happen, and he came up with 13 characteristics of, that lead to success based on the all the algorithms and everything that he found out in those interviews. But he said that there were three key things that will take you away from your success, right? And what you just said aligns with one of them perfectly. Is he said fear, indecision, and doubt will take you away from your dreams. So what you're saying right now to all the young kids watching from around the world that have an idea, that are sitting on it, not knowing how to make this happen, you're basically telling them, you know what? Go for it. Do not be afraid. Do not let fear, indecision, and doubt stop you. And if it doesn't work, if you give it enough time, it doesn't work, you get all the right mentors, then try something else. But do it, right? You're using your time, you're using action to make that happen. And if not, try something else. What an amazing advice for not only the young kids watching, I mean, for all of us right now, how we identify with our time management skills, and take inventory of the things that we're doing that are taking us to the next steps. And actually leading to the next question is, what are your future goals? What does Alex want to do in the next 3 to 5 years? Take us to that journey.
Yeah, bragging about myself. No, yeah, I have a lot of goals in the future, and one of the biggest ones I hope you could tell you is just to grow smalls against cancer to the max, right? I do want to stick with it, even when I'm in college or whenever if I'm in hard times and I can't do something 100%. Just make sure that I want to make sure that I could grow it even though I'm not there. That's one of my main goals. My second goal is to make another business, but to make it like I don't want to but make it an actual company where you have you're having hard decisions, you have the struggles, you have this, you have the failures, but you also have the successes, and you're actually trying to figure out, okay, this is this. And if it's not only you're not going to only give toys to kids with cancer or in general, I just want to make an actual big company, like top 500 or even top 50, whatever it may be. I just want to make an actual big company, whether it be nanotechnology, going to space, or just creating like another Amazon of my time, whatever it may be. Those are my main goals, and I just really want to take it further, create myself to another whole level which I can learn and have the experience to say I could do this and I know what to do if this is not working. And yeah, those are my main two goals, and just to be happy in general. Those are some of the goals.
I love that. I mean, I concur 100% with you. I think, one time I was in Puerto Vallarta, and I asked a yogi, I said, what do you think are the missions of a human here on this earth? He says, to be joyful and to serve others. And I'm pretty sure that, with your business acumen, with your advice, and now with your brand new book that I'm sure will be the first of many, many, many others, where you will continue to expand your wings, you will continue to encapsulate your intellectual property as you build a big company. So many people will be able to benefit from you because you're that kind of person, that constantly, is learning and gives back to the community. To close this segment, just a small area of what do you think has been your greatest success, for what you've achieved so far, that you want to share with our audience?
Oh, you hit me with a really interesting question. No, I think the biggest thing I've ever accomplished in my life is smiles against cancer. And I know I keep mentioning it a bunch of times over and over and over, so I'm gonna keep this part short. Um, you know, I I truly feel like I'm truly making a difference, and I want everybody watching to think about this. You're literally seeing kids who are in beds and can't do much because who knows, it might be their last days, and just able to say I could give them that little sliver of hope and joy to their lives, taken away from even business or in business. It's just the joy that comes to me and everybody else, that you're making somebody else happy, that they don't know when it's their last day, and their kids. I could be one of those, and I believe it's 1 out of 285 kids who has cancer, right? Even in high school, you're gonna have a couple kids who have cancer. So Smiles Against Cancer is something that I truly feel I've made a huge difference. and I really want to keep going at it, and it's just it's amazing. I'm getting a little emotional, but yeah, it really brings joy to my heart. And besides Smiles Against Cancer, obviously the book, right? I want to say that's probably the top second thing. Writing a book, right? And I'm gonna say as an author now, it's crazy to think you're actually writing a book and you could express yourself. And again, that's one of the challenges writing. You got to find the right words to express yourself, especially when you're writing facts and this and that. But it's crazy that I'm writing a book and I'm actually helping inspiring others, and it's it's just a huge accomplishment and honor even to myself that I'm doing something that's literally helping people nationwide now as 13 years old, 14 years old now. It's just an amazing experience, and I want to keep going at it. And yeah, those are my top two things, and just becoming who I am today.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. As a two-time cancer survivor, I know firsthand what it feels to have a diagnosis, to what it feels to fight for your life and to have a decision, to make a decision to live, you know, and to yearn for those moments in life that could be taken away any moment. And the fact that, I mean, that alone, making that impact. I've always believed that success is the intersection between profit and impact. I could never be just an entrepreneur just to make money, because that wouldn't be, that wouldn't fulfill my heart. And I always try to encompass, the ability to give back. And that is such a beautiful thing that you have discovered that mission such a young age. And what I can tell you is that I've experienced incredible success and abundance, being able to make a profit, because we need to in order to continue to grow our companies and to have our team, but also along with that, being able to impact the lives of as many people as we can. I had promised myself that if I died, the day that I did die, that people would come to my funeral, because I would have made a difference, and that was my mission, right? And just to know that you are getting started on that mission way earlier than I was, at 23 years old, it's just, I know it's going to be incredible, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to touch the lives of a lot of people, and you're also going to make a lot of money, because you know what? When you do that and when you love what you do, magic happens. I want to now take an opportunity to bring someone on that you've been mentioning throughout the event. Someone that inspired you, somebody that has supported you, somebody that has been your biggest cheerleader in this incredible journey. And I'd like to turn it over to you, Alex, to say a few words about this very special guest that will be joining us.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I would say, he is such an amazing person to my heart. But you're gonna notice he is something else. He's awesome. He has made so many contributions to my life, everybody's life, and just an amazing welcome, Mike Jimenez, the greatest person in the world. Here you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. I was not expecting that, but thank you. And thank you, Jackie, for giving them an opportunity to share this platform with everyone through the Fig Factor media, of which I'm humble and I'm honored that he's now part of your big list of authors. And congratulations to you too in all the many books that you have actually helped become turn those ideas and inspirations into a reality. So kudos to you too as well.
Thank you. And now on the screen we see Alex, Mike, and Dave. For any final words that you want to share?
The Three Musketeers.
Jackie, it's been as a father, I can share this with you and with everyone that it's one of our biggest I guess goals that we have in life is not only to do things for ourselves and succeed at what we do or strive to succeed, but it is also to leave a legacy, right? And part of our legacy as a parent is to see the potential that your kids may have and help them, take that to levels that they never even imagined. And just seeing Alex since he started growing up, at an early age, I was fortunate to be able to detect certain skill sets that he started showing. He wanted to be on stage, he wanted to speak all the time. Every time he had an opportunity, there was a microphone. Just give him the ability to do that and expose him to those opportunities and also give him different ideas and every day just plant a little seed of inspiration in his life. I think that's important too as a parent, that you have to cultivate that and water that little plant every day, every day, every day. And you know what? Life is all about the journey. And when you look back through the years, you're like, wow, is it a coincidence? Is it just pure luck that he acts or has done certain things in his life? It's really not. It's really hard work. It's really spending time with the kids. It's watering their plant with them and hoping that they're going to take advantage of that. And as a parent, I feel very proud and very honored to have an incredible kid. Just like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other parents that are listening right now, and they're very proud of their kids. See what their abilities are. Expose them to everything. Let them try everything, even if they get hurt or they get dirty. It doesn't matter. That's the only way that they're going to discover their talents, their true abilities, and then foster those abilities, cultivate those abilities, and expose them to different mentors and friends that you may have that can actually propel them to another level. So, if you can take something from today, it's that. And I'm very proud of Alex. I'm very humbled to have met you, Jackie, and also David. David is one of my mentors. Even as an adult, you got to have mentors too. It's a never ending journey. Through David, I have discovered so many other skills that I never thought that I even had. So as you can see, is whoever you surround yourself with, you start evolving as a person, as a professional, as a friend, and you can actually grow so that you can have more impact into other people's lives when you join, one person with others. So thank you for this opportunity. Again, congratulations to Alex on your birthday today. I think your journey, this is just another stepping stone, huge stepping stone. I'd like to know what you have in the book as far as, some of the chapters that we can look forward to as far as reading. And I'm sure your audience is eager to find out too what you have in there. I know you put a lot of effort and a lot of work during the pandemic. You turned that into a positive and you started writing. And one of your biggest cheerleader also was Jackie. So I got to give her credit for that too. And so thank you for that, Jackie. You're one of his dearest mentors for him too, and it means a lot. Uh, so to everyone listening, and to you, Jackie, thank you for having me here. David, thank you so much for making me who I am now, and for everyone else that have actually made an impact in my life. And the least that I can do is to share my wisdom also now with my new generation, which is my kids. So thank you all.
I love that. Thank you. And while we're all here, Alex, why don't you tell us a couple of things that people can find inside the book? Because the book is coming out in just a few days. We have 99% of it ready to go, and we will be sending out a message when the book becomes available on Amazon. So every one of you will be able to get your copy. Alex, tell us, what are they going to find in this book?
Well, it's a whole journey in the whole book, but thank you. But essentially, what you're gonna find is we're gonna talk a lot about revenue streams, investments in the book, how you can market your company or organization, whatever it may be, a B2B or B2C. advertising, how to make your business grow, how to take out your competition or make yourself better than your competition. I'm gonna talk a lot about schools and how it should go, and because essentially it's a team book, and essentially anybody who wants to become an entrepreneur. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about school, the need to change your mindset, and I'm not talking about you need to eat this or that. No, I'm talking about you need to change the way you think of things, your habits, and that's a little bit about sales, presenting yourself, and just a whole journey and mix of things that all culminate together. But yeah, the main things I want to point out is it's going to be marketing, it's going to be about school, it's going to be how to grow your business, and last but not least, you need to change yourself and your mindset. Those are the four main things. Even though there's 6 chapters, there's four main things in the whole book, and hopefully one of those things you could grab it and attach it and use it for yourself. Just one golden nugget you could find in your book, in the book, you could use for yourself. And essentially that's pretty much what we're going to talk about in the book. And well, you're going to read it, so you're going to see the whole thing about it.
Yes, 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 yes. And David, any final words?
Well, thank you. Yes. Number one, I also want to say, along with Michael, that you are quite inspiring as well, Jackie. I'm always so impressed with people that have seen their way through difficult times. And, a lot of people get very bitter, unfortunately. And it's a shame because they really have missed a great part of life. And that is, we all struggle. That's just the human condition. And it's how we cope with and come out of that. And who do we look to for advice and help? Well, there's spiritual people, there's excellent books and tapes, and then there are people in our lives. I look back at my father, and then I go back even further to my grandfather, who was an immigrant from Germany. He came to the country with $16 in his pocket and built a business. Didn't know the language, but he had a skill set, and he learned to sell. And I often say, people think, they'll say to somebody, that guy was born to be a salesman. And you know what? That's only partially true. You have to have some ability to communicate, but also it takes practice, and it takes practice with people that know what the heck they're talking about. And it's best to talk to people that have been successful in the field or listen to their stories. And of course, Zig Ziglar and others are great examples in that type of selling. And so I'm always impressed with people that have gone through a series of difficulties, managed to hold on, because that saying that you'll see in the locker rooms of many great teams, quitters never win and winners never quit. And, it's not, I go by these slogans sometimes. They really carried me through. So sometimes it's important to just grab onto something that inspired you in the first place, and then keep thinking about it, write it on your mirror if necessary. And I also believe very strongly in having goals and writing them down. And here's Alex doing exactly that, writing down his methods, his thinking, his insights. And I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people his age and many people much older. So keep up the good work, Alex, and have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And you know what? I was just told that the previous video, you were not able to hear the sound in our communication. So we are going to play the full video for you as a way to congratulate you on this amazing book, all your hard work, all your effort, Alex. And not only that, but your birthday. So the community has we prepared this beautiful video with the help from the community, and I think you'll see some familiar faces. So without further ado, please allow us to introduce your gift.
Happy birthday, Alex, and congratulations on your new book, The Big Idea. Hi Alex, congratulations on your book launch and happy birthday. What a cool thing that it landed on the same day. I know you're only 13, but wow, you're so impressive and such a cool young man. I hope nothing but the best and many, many more positive things in your life and for you to keep accomplishing more and more every day. Congratulations once again and happy birthday, and hope you get to celebrate this special day.
Hi Alex, congratulations on your book. It's such an amazing accomplishment, especially since you're only 13. I also heard it's your birthday, so happy birthday, wishing you the best, and keep up the great work.
Hola Alex, muchísimas felicidades, happy birthday, I wish you the best, and I want you to know we are really proud of you and all of your accomplishments that you've done, and now you are a book author, definitely inspiring other young entrepreneurs to follow their heart, follow their dreams, and to lift others up. So I wish you the best, and I'm looking forward to see everything that you will accomplish in the future.
Hi Alex, we want to congratulate you on your book launch for your new book, The Big Idea. Congratulations!
Hi Alex, happy birthday and congratulations on being officially an author of The Big Idea. That's so commendable that you're only 13 years old and are already a published author and entrepreneur. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Hi Alex and everyone joining us in this amazing book launch. I wanted to wish Alex an amazing happy birthday, because today is not just special because it is your birthday, but it's special because you are making history right now. You are literally making history in this very moment, in this very day. And I just want to say that I am so proud. I am so amazed, and I am so inspired. As a young entrepreneur myself, I know that being an entrepreneur takes a lot, but it also takes a lot of courage. So just knowing that you're doing this and that you're like launching your first book right now is amazing. So happy birthday, congratulations, and keep on shining.
That's awesome.
There we have it, Alex. Wow.
Yay.
How do you feel?
You won the Oscar. No, this is amazing. That was an awesome video. Taking it outside from the book, and my God, that was awesome. I did not expect that. That really got me. I did see a lot of familiar faces, and that's awesome. Oh my God, thank you.
And there we have it with our special guest, David Hoffman, Alex's dad, Mike Jimenez, who was a very accomplished entrepreneur himself. And of course, our brand new author, Alex Jimenez, the author of The Big Idea, and soon to be more books, because, you know, he is on fire. He is on a trail to make magic happen and to make an impact in the lives of many people. So with that, we are rejoiced, we're happy, we are excited that we've had this opportunity with you, and for all of you watching us from all over the world, for all of you that will be watching this pre-recorded event, I hope that you walk away with inspiration, but I also hope that you go to Amazon in just a few days to pick up your copy, and that you read it, and that you feel the energy of this amazing new young author, officially today 14 years old, that will make an impact around the world. So thank you so much. And with that, we can maybe do a pilotina, taking off. Because we always say, let's take a little photo there. We always say that taking off is optional, landing in your dreams is mandatory. So thank you so much.
Wonderful.